Hey guys, welcome to my channel Hammond's Hobbies. My name's Glenn, and in today's video we're going to be having a look at a sales sheet for the brand new F1 Finest, which is due to drop tomorrow, and I'm going to go through what the pack odds are so you know when you're opening your packs what ones are rare and which ones are fairly common. So let's get right into it. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that smashes up the like button on these videos, and to all the new subscribers. Thank you for showing this channel some love and support. But don't stop there. Keep smashing the like button up. And if you like collecting sports cards, or if you're into the F1 hobby in general, make sure you click subscribe. You're in safe hands here. You can get extra content from me outside of these YouTube videos over on Instagram under the name Hammond's Hobbies, and also on the brand new WhatsApp Hammond's Hobbies community group. The link is in the description down below. It's completely free, and what I've done is I've separated all the different categories of F1 collectible cards out into individual groups, so you can join just the one that you want to complete sets of or want to be informed of buy, sell or trade. You can also check out hammondshobbies.com, my website that I've created, where I've listed over 50,000 base cards, so you can just buy the ones you need to complete your sets at home. And you can also check me out on obviously Whatnot, where I do live breaks and box openings and single sales and slab sales. If you use the link in the description down below, you can get £10 of free credit when you sign up to the platform. Right, let's get into today's topic then, shall we? So we are looking at the brand new Topps F1 Finest. Now, I have done a separate video with an actual talk about the 300 base set and the different drivers that are featured in different inserts and the amounts that there are and the parallels. But I'm going to go over it again, but this time mention the actual pack odds of hitting them, so you guys know, okay, what is it I should be looking out for, what are the rare hits, which ones are going to be worth more money. The rarer a hit is, the harder it is to hit. The harder the pack odds are, the more money the card is going to be worth, because it's a rarer hit and people would rather just buy it than just chance opening loads and loads of boxes. Some of us. So let's start off. We have here, this is a sales sheet that people shared in the brand new WhatsApp group that I was talking about at the beginning of this video. I believe Tom shared this, so big thank you to Tom for sharing this. It says here, F1 Finest makes its F1 debut with a splash including a tiered base set and a rainbow of parallels, along with autographs, relics and the best to take the track. Collect the 300 card base set featuring F1, F2 and F3, as well as legends in common, uncommon and rare tiers. We'll talk about that in a second. Look for the finest autographs from the top F1 and F2 and legend drivers. So you can hit autographs in this set. I believe there's about 1 to 2 autographs in a case, which is very on par with Paddock Pass. There's 8 boxes in a case, typically 1 in every 4 boxes on average, but some of them may be more, some of them may be less. The image that we see here on screen is actually the Charles Leclerc Finest Intimidators with his autograph there at the bottom. Now, these artworks of these this card set, this set is supposed to allow the artists of these cards to express different artwork styles, along with the obviously the F1 drivers being featured on them. Some of them you're going to like, some of them you're not. I particularly don't like this Intimidators image. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below. The thing with art is subjective. Some people will like certain artwork, some people will hate others. And that is the good thing about art. We can all go towards a thing that we like the look of. What I do like the look of is this next page, and this is this sort of colour splash around this black orb. It looks like a black hole in space, and it's just sucking up all the colour into the centre of it. I really like these. I think they look awesome. We have Lewis Hamilton in this one in particular. This is a base rare card. So I've explained in the previous video, essentially you're going to have a 100 base card set, but you can hit that 100 base card set in the normal common image artwork styles, but you can also hit the exact 100 all over again, but in an uncommon version of it, and then you can hit it all over again in a rare version of it. But essentially it's the same 100 base set with similar artwork styles in each of those cards. If you want to see the full checklist of the images 1 to 100 in a list format, check out the previous video that I've done on this one, because I've gone through all of the checklist on that. But we're going to be talking about the pack odds. So to hit a base common parallel, we're looking at, for refractors, 1 in 24 packs. For an F2 refractor, we're looking at 1 in 21 packs. And for F3, 1 in 16 packs. So you're going to see more F3 portraits than you are of any of the others in refractors. And then we have the legend refractors. They are 1 in 32 packs. So they are harder to hit legends than any others. Then we have the champions. These are going to be the images towards the end of the 100 base set. The base common set, remember, is images 1 to 100. 101 through to 200 are going to be the uncommon category, and the pack odds are slightly different for those. The common parallels across all of the different common, uncommon or rare tiers, they all have exactly the same parallels. So if you wanted to complete the base set, in common, uncommon and rare, if you want to, you can complete that in base. You can complete it in blues. You can complete it in die cuts. You can complete it all in golds. You can complete it all in blacks, red and black vapors, reds, and superfractors, 1 of 1s if you wanted to. But the numbering is different. So you're going to see in the common one, the blues are numbered to 200. So you're going to see more of those because they're common cards, and then there's more parallel versions of those common cards. You're then going to see refractor die cuts to 99, golds to 50, blacks to out of 25, red black vapors, which is a new one that I've not heard of before, so it'd be interesting to see how they look. They are numbered to 20. Then we have refractor reds to 10 and superfractors 1 of 1s. We then move on to there's a lot of information on this, but you'll see here this is the exact same image as the Lewis Hamilton, but you'll notice that Alonso's more to the side. He's got his helmet, but the artwork in the background is the same. This is a refractor gold parallel, so this is what the golds will look like. Now the refractor odds of hitting these are harder because now we're talking about the base set but in uncommon, so images 101 through to 200. These are going to be for F1 1 in 60 packs, for F2 1 in 58, for F3 1 in 40, for legends 1 in out of 80, and for champion refractors 1 in 92 packs. Now, once you start getting into the realm of above 80 packs to hit a card, that's when you know that becomes sort of like quite a tough set to complete. So to complete this base set in uncommon, so from images 101 to 200 in refractor, it's going to be a tough set to complete. Then we have the parallels for that numbered checklist that I just mentioned, the uncommons. But now the blues are numbered to out of 150, die cuts out of 75, golds to 25, blacks to 20. So essentially the same as what I just read out, but almost halved, or a third off if you like. So it's harder to hit. Not much more, but they're harder. We then move down to the exact same base set, but in the rare version. So this is going to be images 201 through to 300. That is your rare base set. So instead of like the image variations of the past having the same numbering as like a portrait earlier on in the set, and people are not sure, you have to sort of look at the back and go, Glenn, how do I tell if this is an image variation or not? You're not going to have that with this set. You are going to know if you've hit a rare version of a base card, because on the back of it, it's going to say 201, which is image number 1, and image 101, and image 201. They're all going to be Max Verstappen. They're all going to be the same athlete with the same style of artwork in the background. It may have a slight image variation. It might have Lewis playing with his collar in one, him holding a helmet in another, him looking to the side another. From what I hear, a lot of the images are very similar. So just bear that in mind. But then we have the blues out of 99, die cuts out of 40, golds out of 20, blacks out of 15, red black vapors out of 10, reds out of 3, and superfractor 1 of 1. So that means that the blue parallels in total, there is going to be 200 for images 1 to 100. There's going to be 150 of them for images 101 to 200. And then you're going to have 99 of them from images 201 to 300. If you add those all together, there's going to be 449 blue parallels in the entire set. But rather than them just blanketing it across the whole set and saying, right, this is an out of 449 hit, they've separated it down. So to us, we'll think, okay, this is lower rarity numbers, but there will be quite a lot of them. We then move on to the inserts. There are a lot of inserts in this set. The inserts are the banes of my life, but we love collecting them all anyway, don't we? They're going to contain all different artwork styles. So we have got the Yuki Tsunoda Chaos card on display here. This is 1 in 28 packs. Now, I'm not going to read out all the different parallels because they're the same across all of the inserts. We have Refractor. We have Refractor Checkered Board. We have Refractor Die Cuts. We have Refractor Golds. We have Refractor Blacks, Reds out of 5, and Superfractor 101s. That's it. It's the same across all of the different inserts that I'm about to mention. Apart from some of them, they haven't got parallels at all. So it's the same across the board. So Chaos, Intimidators, which we saw one at the beginning with the signature of Charles, and the finishers are all going to be fairly common-ish inserts to try and complete, which is good news. We then move on to the next slide, which contains more inserts. We have Headliners, which are 1 in sort of 40 packs. We have Masters, which again are 1 in 40 packs. So again, fairly common-ish hits. We then have Slipstreams, which are 1 in 96 packs. That's starting to become a tough set to complete. There are no parallels of these, so these come just as they are. Like this image here, this in the center is Valtteri Bottas in the Slipstream. We then have the Let's Go insert set, which are 1 in 48 packs. Again, fairly commonish. We then have the Winner's Circle. The Winner's Circle contains 12 cards. It contains drivers that have won Grand Prix, and they are 1 in 240 packs. Jeez! These are going to be tough to complete. So they're going to be your most valuable inserts. If you pull a Winner's Circle insert, there are no parallel versions of it. There are no superfractors of it. It's just as they are. This is going to be a short print insert. We then have the Centurions. Again, no parallels of that, but it's 1 in 48 packs. We got the Bombardiers. Again, these are going to be this will be a tough set to complete because they are 1 in 144 packs. So half as rare as the Winner's Circles, but there's 22 of them. That's going to be a big set to put together of Bombardiers. We then have the World's Finest. They are 1 in 30 packs to hit a refractor of those. So they're fairly common-ish on the inserts. So these are the ones that you want to look out for. Slipstream and Winner's Circle in particular. They are going to be your most valuable inserts to try and complete and put together. We then move on to the relics. All of the relics, I've gone through a lot of the special shout outs. Essentially what they've done is for each one of these relic sets, apart from the duos, all of them have around on average 20 in the set. So if you wanted to complete all of the finest formulas, then like this one here, a Pierre Gasly, there's roughly 20. Some of them have 18, some have 19, some have 20. They're all around the 20-ish mark. Apart from F1 duos, there's only 9 of those. That's because there's one for each team, and there's a couple of legend ones in there as well. They contain 2 relics on the same card. I think they're going to be hard to hit personally, but we shall see. We then have F1 relics numbered to 99. The blue versions are going to be out of 75. The greens are going to be out of 50. The golds are going to be out of 25. Blacks are going to be out of 10. Reds out of 5. And Superfractor 1 of 1s. If you add up all of the inserts that you can hit Superfractors of on top of the base set, and then on top of the relics, and then on top of the autos, there's something like 600 potential Superfractors. Now, if there is a 4,000 case print run, that means that essentially people should be hitting 1 in every sort of 4 or 5 cases, which is really good, because for us that open up loads of it, it means that we're going to see more of those. And it's always a really nice feeling when you hit a Superfractor. And the actual style of these cards are very much like Chrome, that sort of thickness, that sort of reflective film on it. They're not flagship cards, so they're going to be popular. This is going to be a popular set, I can tell you that now. There's going to be tons of relics. I'm hearing that there's 1/2 in every box. And there's sort of 1 in every sort of 4 to 5 boxes for the signatures. So you're going to see 8 parallels per box. Plenty of relics, quite a few autos, and every sort of like more regularly than what we're used to seeing, Superfractor 1 of 1s. That's going to make it a really fun product to rip open with collectors alike. So we'll see how that goes. We have here F1 Finest Autographs. When it says limited, that means that I believe you can hit base versions, but it says here you've got Refractor Golds, which are numbered to 25, Refractor Blacks, which are numbered to 10, Reds out of 5s, and Superfractor 1 of 1s. Apart from these ones here, these the Finest Duo, so that's going to be 2 signatures on 1 card, you can only hit them in out of 5 and 1 of 1s. That's it. So they're going to be super rare to find those. You've then got the starting grids, again, numbered to 5 and 1 of 1s. And then you've got the signature fashion, numbered to 5 and 1 of 1s. The Intimidator autographs, which we saw at the beginning of this slide, that has gold out of 25, black out of 10s, red out of 5s, and Superfractor 1 of 1s. From what I'm hearing, the signatures are predominantly going to be car images of F1 drivers with their signatures. There's F2s in there as well, and obviously some legends as well. So we'll see how they all look and come out. But I'm really looking forward to ripping this open. The actual release date of this is tomorrow, April the 10th. It's going to go live over on the Topps website, I believe around anywhere between midday to sort of 5-6 p.m. UK Standard Time. Make sure you get them, obviously, at recommended retail price. It's going to be a fun little rip, and I believe at first there's going to be decent value to be had in these parallels and cards. We're already seeing some of the guys that have been ripping this open, like in Asia, predominantly early, and they are listing these on eBay already. I've seen some of the relics, and they look pretty cool. All the Superfractors of the base set. What do you guys think of these pack odds? Do you think they sound pretty reasonable? Apart from those winner's circle, everything there sounds pretty common, but I suppose it depends how much supply that we can actually get a hold of here in the UK. So I think this is going to be a fairly easy set to complete if you just aim for the base 1 to 100 base set. If you want to complete all 300 base set, then yes, that will be a harder set. If you want to complete all 300 in, say, Refractor, it's going to be even harder, and obviously so on and so on for parallels alike. Well, that's it from me, guys. I hope you've liked that. All that I ask is that you smash up the like button on these videos, and obviously click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this from me. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the live release of this. Make sure you come and check me out live over on Whatnot tomorrow, where I'll be ripping this open live on the platform as long as my supply turns up from Tops on time. And obviously you can always check out hammondshobbies.com, where I'll be putting singles and parallels up on the website. That's it from me, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.